Imagine going to school where lunch includes Wagyu beef, where you're taught by PhDs from Harvard, and where your class trip is a private jet tour of 5 continents. Welcome to the world's most expensive private school, a place so exclusive, tuition fees make Ivy League colleges look like a bargain. From hand-woven Italian uniforms to Olympic-level sports coaching, this isn't just education, it's elite grooming for the next generation of global billionaires. So what actually goes on behind those golden gates? Let's take a walk through the surreal reality of a school you probably never knew existed, unless your family owns a country or an island or two. Where is this ultra-exclusive school? While there are a few contenders across the globe, one school often holds the crown: Institut Le Rosey in Switzerland. Known as the School of Kings, Le Rosey is a bilingual, French-English, boarding school that sits on a sprawling 28-hectare estate in Rolla, right by Lake Geneva. And if that weren't luxurious enough, during winter, the entire student body relocates to its private campus in the ski resort town of Gstaad. Yes, you read that right. This school literally migrates for ski season. Tuition? A cool $150,000 per year. And that's before you add costs like private tutors, travel, uniforms, music lessons, and ski gear. All in, many parents pay over $200,000 annually. That's more than the average home price in many countries. Who actually attends? This school doesn't cater to average rich kids. It's more like royalty rich, oil tycoon rich, and ultra-celebrity rich. Alumni include names like King Albert II of Belgium, the Shah of Iran's children, Prince Rainier of Monaco, Dodi Fayed, yes, that Dodi Fayed. And it's not just royalty. Modern students include heirs to tech empires, CEOs of multinational companies, and a handful of children of A-list actors and musicians. It's an elite club, and you're not just paying for education, you're paying for a lifelong network of future power players. This is where relationships are forged between people whose decisions may one day affect global markets or political alliances. A campus like a resort. Forget desks and whiteboards. Think more like chandeliers, hardwood floors, and art galleries. The Roll campus includes a 1,000-seat concert hall, an equestrian center with stables, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, 10 tennis courts, a private sailing dock on Lake Geneva, dorm rooms with maid service. Meanwhile, the Gstaad campus, used during winter, looks like a luxury ski lodge. Students are shuttled between classes and ski slopes in heated vans. Physical education includes ski and snowboard lessons from certified professionals. A press ski is not optional, and yes, they still have homework, but you can do it while wrapped in cashmere, sipping Swiss hot chocolate. Some dorms even feature private fireplaces, personal study butlers, and art curated by students with the help of professionals. The curriculum, Harvard meets Hogwarts. At Le Rosey, students follow a rigorous bilingual international baccalaureate (IB) program tailored to prepare them for the world's top universities. But this isn't just about SAT prep or AP tests. Courses include advanced literature in multiple languages, global diplomacy and international law, artificial intelligence and blockchain, Mandarin Chinese and Arabic, philosophy, ethics, and critical reasoning. Teachers? Most hold at least 2 advanced degrees, and many come from elite institutions like Oxford, Harvard, and École Normale Supérieure. Music and the arts are mandatory. Le Rosey has its own recording studios, symphony orchestra, and even a glass-blowing lab. Imagine your art class ending with a gallery showing in London. Science classes don't just take place in labs. They might happen on field trips to CERN or on research yachts gathering oceanic samples. Life after class, billionaire-grade extracurriculars. What do Le Rosey students do in their spare time? Try fencing lessons from Olympic medalists, private jet etiquette workshops, Mandarin poetry clubs, and training with former Navy SEALs for leadership development. Some signature experiences include private chef cooking classes, wine tasting courses, yes, for teens, global model United Nations simulations, yachting lessons in Monaco, real-world internships at family companies or luxury brands. Of course, none of this is ordinary. You don't take the bus to your summer internship. You fly there via the family's Gulfstream. There are also school-sponsored trips to Antarctica for climate studies or Africa for humanitarian projects. These experiences are designed not only to educate, but to cultivate empathy, leadership, and an understanding of global challenges from a privileged but purposeful position. These trips often lead to student-led philanthropic initiatives with mentorship from actual global charity leaders. Discipline and expectations, not just rich kids running wild. While it may sound like a playground for the 1%, Le Rosey is strict on academics, etiquette, and behavior. Students wear tailored uniforms and must follow a formal code of conduct. Rudeness to staff, poor academic performance, or excessive displays of wealth can actually get you expelled. Yes, too much wealth flexing is frowned upon. No gold-plated Lamborghinis in the parking lot, unless you're discreet about it. Le Rosey focuses heavily on responsibility, self-discipline, and global citizenship. The goal isn't just to create smart kids, but leaders who can run empires, countries, or global charities with competence and poise. There's also a focus on privacy. Students are taught early on how to navigate media attention and manage public perception, a necessary skill when your surname might trend on Twitter at any moment. They even take courses in digital reputation management and cybersecurity. Why parents pay this much? It's not just the education or the luxury, it's the access. Imagine your child skiing with a future monarch on a school trip. Picture them launching a startup before 18 with seed money from a classmate's billionaire dad. Think of networking dinners where the guest speaker is a Nobel Prize winner or a sitting head of state. Parents who send their children to Le Rosey aren't just buying an education, they're buying generational access, the kind of social capital that can't be earned in one lifetime. It's an investment in a legacy. They're also seeking safety and control. In a world that can feel chaotic, this school promises structure, security, and predictability, all wrapped in luxury. It's a gated community for growing minds. Plus, the prestige of saying your child goes to Le Rosey still holds serious cachet in elite circles. Not without controversy. Le Rosey isn't immune to criticism. Detractors say it reinforces class divides and creates a hyper-privileged bubble. Stories have circulated about students flaunting $50,000 watches and getting suspended for using helicopters without permission. Seriously. Critics argue that while the school preaches global responsibility, it exists in a world far removed from most people's daily lives. That said, Le Rosey has increased its focus on scholarships, diversity, and ethical leadership, possibly in response to the growing scrutiny on extreme wealth and privilege. It now offers limited financial aid to attract students from different backgrounds, though the vast majority still come from ultra-wealthy families. And there's a concerted effort to build moral character alongside academic success. So, is it worth it? If you're looking at it through a financial lens, paying $200,000 a year from kindergarten through graduation adds up to over $2.5 million per child. For that price, you could buy a mansion in Beverly Hills, a Lamborghini, and still afford 4 years at Stanford. But for those who attend, the return isn't measured in dollars, it's measured in dynastic leverage. It's not about a job, it's about a future position in global power structures. It's also about safety, stability, and a controlled path through adolescence. In a world of influencers and chaos, this school promises a curated childhood, one that leads to boardrooms, not burnout. You're not just graduating with a diploma, you're graduating into an elite tribe that quietly runs the world. Final thoughts, a world apart. The world's most expensive private school isn't just an educational institution, it's an elite society, a finishing school, and a launchpad for global influence. To most of us, it sounds surreal, like something out of a Bond movie or a sci-fi novel about futuristic royalty. But to a very small group of families, it's just school. Whether you admire it or raise an eyebrow, one thing's for sure. This isn't just where the rich send their kids. It's where the ultra-rich shape the future. And while the rest of us comparison shop laptops, these students are learning to buy companies. Different worlds, same planet. Please subscribe for more videos.